KOIN 6 is celebrating this Women's History Month by introducing you to some remarkable women in our area. We asked you to send us nominations of local women who go above and beyond. We got such a huge response with nearly 200 entries.
Yeah, Travis Tyke introduces you to our next remarkable woman, Becky Berger. She has made it her life's work to make sure teens and adults with intellectual disabilities have the community support they need.
At one time it said, if I had $1 million, I'd take care of every child in the world. And she tries to do that.
Becky Berger is one of the most passionate, undeterred, caring people someone could be lucky enough to know. It's that passion that drove her to open Griffin's Place in 2015.
You look beautiful.
Griffin's Place is a nonprofit where people with intellectual disabilities from the age of 14 all the way into adulthood can connect with community.
We find that once you graduate from high school or get out of the transition program, there's just not that many activities around for people with developmental disabilities. So we felt that there was a need for some place like Griffin's Place.
The namesake is her son, Griffin. Griffin was born in 1994 and diagnosed with autism when he was just 2 years old. As he was growing older, Becky realized his autism could be isolating. She made it her mission to change that, not just for her son, but for countless others.
It's been wonderful, and I think they're really yearning for that connection with peers, making friends, maintaining friendships, looking forward to some fun events. We have cooking classes, our dances are quite popular. We have dance class and focus more on the exercise piece there. We have social skills classes, which are so important.
It's life-changing work, and it's the result of years of dedication, sacrifice, and loss. When Becky was 21, she married Keith Berger, a fifth-generation farmer and businessman of what was then called Wells Burger Farms in Hillsboro. The pair had 6 children together, including Griffin.
He was one of the smartest men I'd ever met. Had a great business mind, and his parents were wonderful.
But when Keith was just 30 years old, he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. The disease took its toll. Becky became his primary caretaker, all while being a mother of 6, 3 of which, including Griffin, have special needs. Keith died in 2011.
It was kind of difficult for children and myself at times. That last year was really kind of a beautiful year as far as just reconnecting with everybody and being really who he was, and it just was a very healing year, I'd say.
After Keith's death, not only did Becky become the sole caretaker of 6, she took it upon herself to take over the family business, becoming the owner and CEO of what is now a world-renowned grass seed brand, Berger International. The farm industry is male-dominated, especially ownership in the farm industry. However, Becky is always one to find a way.
I never had I can't do this. No, I've never bumped up against that. There was always a way. You know, there's always a way. And like, again, meeting with men that didn't want to do business with me, it's just like a Roomba, that you bump up something and you just go a different route, you know? So you just, it's just figuring that out. And no, it's been a real honor for me to take over the family business.
Her optimism and strength, she says she learned from her mother, Leanne, who nominated Becky to be a remarkable woman.
She doesn't like to be bragged about. Of course, I'm terrible at it. She keeps saying, oh, mother, mother, no, mother. But I'm not the only one that wants to brag about her. For all she does for everybody else but herself. At one time it said, if I had $1 million, I'd take care of every child in the world. And she tries to do that.
It's that care, whether it's on the farm, with her children, or changing lives at Griffin's Place, that leaves a lasting impression and legacy.
Even through the darkest days, I had joy every day. My kids brought that to me. Griffin brought that to me. Griffin's Place brought that to me. The business brought that to me. There's always something joyful to find in each and every day.
Absolutely remarkable. Wow, we're fortunate to have her in our community. If you'd like to learn more or to donate to Griffin's Place, we do have a link to do that over at coin.com. Be sure to tune in a week from today, next Tuesday. We're going to reveal the Coin 6 Remarkable Woman of the Year. And while you're on our website, I encourage you to look up the other remarkable women from not just this year, but years past. It's such an inspiration.
Yeah.